Welcome back to Reflections with Emrys. Let's take a moment to see what each symbol has to offer today. Today's symbols are the bear, the rune, Dagaz, and the Duir, also known as the oak. The bear is a symbol of strength, grounded confidence, and deep protection. At its core, the bear represents power that does not need to prove itself. It is steady, embodied, and instinctive, reminding you that true strength often looks like patience. The bear also carries the energy of guardianship, the kind that protects what is precious without becoming aggressive or performative. It teaches the importance of rest and restoration, because even the strong must return to stillness to renew. And it reminds you that boundaries can be loving, firm, and simple. In life, the bear may show up when you are being asked to take up space in a healthier way. It can appear when you need to defend your time, your energy, or the people and values you care about. You might be learning the difference between reacting and responding, especially when you feel threatened or pressured. It may arrive when you are rebuilding your stamina, prioritizing sleep, nourishment, and steady routines. And it can signal a moment to trust your instincts and stand your ground without apology. Its reflection is this: let your strength be calm instead of tense. You do not have to roar to be powerful. Rest is not a reward. It is part of your healing balm. When you move from steadiness, your presence becomes protection all by itself. Dagaz is a rune of awakening, breakthrough, and the turning point that brings clarity. At its core, Dagaz speaks of illumination after a long stretch of uncertainty. It is the moment where something clicks, where contrast becomes useful, and where you can finally see what is true. This rune carries the energy of transformation that feels sudden, but is often the result of quiet preparation. It suggests a shift in perception, where you stop wrestling the dark and start using it as a teacher. And it reminds you that change can arrive like morning, simple, inevitable, and clean. In life, Dagaz may show up when you are on the edge of a decision and you can feel the old way losing its grip. It can appear when you have been stuck in a loop and a new insight breaks the pattern. You might experience a conversation, a realization, or even a small event that changes everything about how you interpret your situation. It may also come when you are ready to be more honest, with yourself and with others, about what is no longer working. And it often signals that the next step will become obvious once you stop overthinking it. Its reflection is this: let clarity arrive without forcing it. Notice what becomes simple when you stop arguing with reality. The breakthrough you want may not be dramatic. It may be quiet and undeniable. When the light comes, let it change your choices. Duir, the oak, is an ohm of resilience, integrity, and the strength to endure over time. At its core, oak symbolizes the steady power of principles, the inner structure that keeps you upright through storms. It represents protection, stability, and the long view, reminding you that what lasts is built patiently. Oak carries the energy of sovereignty, standing rooted in your truth while remaining generous and sheltering. It also speaks to thresholds, the places where you commit, where you say yes, where you take responsibility for what you are building. And it reminds you that real growth is not rushed, it is reinforced. In life, oak may show up when you are being asked to commit to your path with more consistency. It can appear when you are strengthening your boundaries, building your capacity, or becoming more dependable to yourself. You may be stepping into leadership, not as control, but as steadiness others can rely on. It may arrive when you are repairing something foundational, like health, home, finances, or a core relationship. And it often encourages you to choose what is sturdy, even if it is slower. Its reflection is this: become the kind of person you can lean on. Keep your promises to yourself, especially the quiet ones. Let your life be built with roots, not with urgency. What you strengthen today becomes shelter tomorrow. When we look at these three symbols together, a clear theme begins to form. The bear brings embodied strength and protection. Dagaz brings awakening and a clear turning point. Duir brings resilience and rooted integrity. Together, they suggest a powerful moment of becoming, where you recognize your own strength and choose a sturdier way forward. The bear steadies your nervous system so you can respond instead of react. Dagaz brings the insight that makes the next step obvious, like a light switching on inside you. And oak anchors that insight into real life, asking you to build a structure that can hold the new version of you. The bear encourages you to rest and stand firm. Dagaz invites you to accept the truth that is arriving. Duir reminds you to commit to what will last. The mood here is strong, clarifying, and quietly triumphant. It feels like waking up with a new certainty in your bones. There is a lesson about power that is not frantic, power that is calm enough to make wise choices. This combination suggests you are ready to stop negotiating with what you already know. And it teaches that your next chapter will be built through steady actions, not just big realizations. Today's reflection is this: let your strength be calm, let your clarity be honest, and let your commitments be rooted in what can endure. Thank you for joining me. I'll meet you in the next reflection.